The clipboard isn't what should scare you. What should scare you is walking an inspector through your work that you can't explain, can't find, or can't prove meets code. Here's the truth that most building firms won't tell you. Owner builders pass inspections every single day. Licensed contractors fail them too. The difference has nothing to do with credentials. It has everything to do with preparation, presentation, and knowing exactly what an inspector is actually looking for. Let's break this down properly, because your project deserves you to get through this. First, understand what an inspector's job actually is. They are not there to catch you. They are not adversaries hired to destroy your project. Their legal obligation is to verify that your work meets the adopted building code for your jurisdiction. That's it. They're checking boxes on a standardized list. Once you understand that, the whole dynamic shifts. You stop feeling like a suspect and start acting like someone who genuinely wants to show their work. So before your inspection day even arrives, do one thing above everything else. Read the inspection checklist for your specific inspection type. Most building departments post these online. If yours doesn't, call the office and ask for one. Inspectors use these sheets. If you know what's on the sheet, you know what they're going to look for. Go through each item yourself before they arrive. Treat it like a pre-flight check. Find your own problems first so they don't. Now, let's talk about the physical state of your site on inspection day. This matters more than people realize. When an inspector walks into a clean, organized, well-lit workspace, their brain registers competence. When they walk into a chaos with debris everywhere, extension cords running across puddles, and materials stacked in front of the work they need to see, their guard goes up. A messy site signals that corners might be cut. A clean site signals someone who takes this seriously. Clear the area. Make every single thing they need to inspect fully visible and accessible before they knock. Documentation is your second superpower. Keep a build journal. Print out your permit, your approved plans, and any correspondence with the building department. Have your receipts for materials if you can. If you made a change from the approved plans, even a small one, document why and be ready to explain it. Inspectors appreciate transparency. Trying to hide a deviation is the fastest way to earn a failed inspection and a lot of extra scrutiny going forward. Here's the psychological edge that almost nobody talks about. When the inspector arrives, greet them professionally. Introduce yourself as the owner builder. Don't be defensive. Don't over-explain. Just say something like, "I'm happy to walk you through whatever you need to see." Then follow their lead. People in authority roles respond positively when they're given control of the situation. You're not submitting to them. You're making their job easy. And inspectors who have an easy inspection at your site remember that. Ask questions, but ask them right away. Instead of asking whether something is okay in a way that sounds nervous and uncertain, ask it from a position of wanting to learn. Something like, "Hey, I want to make sure I've got this detail right. Can I show you what I did and get your read on it?" That framing tells them you care about quality, which is exactly what they want to hear from an owner builder. Now, for the inspection types where owner builders most commonly struggle, rough framing, rough plumbing, and rough electrical are the big three. For framing, know your header sizes, your nailing schedules, and your structural connection points. Have a copy of the span tables used for your jurisdiction if possible. For rough plumbing, know your pipe grades, your trap distances, and whether your venting meets codes. For rough electrical, know your box fill locations, your wire gauge for each circuit, and your stapling intervals. These are the places inspectors probe hardest. Study them. If you fail an inspection, do not panic. Do not argue. Write down everything the inspector says that needs corrections and ask for the written notice, which they're required to provide in most places. Thank them for their time. A failed inspection is not a catastrophe. It is feedback. Fix the items, call for a reinspection, and come back stronger. Many projects require multiple passes on certain inspections. Professionals deal with this too. One more thing that separates owner builders who consistently pass from those who struggle. Build relationships with your local building department before inspections happen. Stop in during your permit process. Ask clarifying questions about specific details you're unsure about. When inspectors recognize your face and know you've been engaged from the start, you get a different treatment than a stranger. You get a different treatment than a stranger who shows up for the first time on the inspection day with a mystery build. You also need to know your rights. As an owner builder, you have the legal right to build your own home in most jurisdictions. You have the right to review what failed and why. You have the right to speak with a supervisor if you believe an inspection is requiring something beyond what the code actually mandates. That isn't about being difficult, it's about understanding that code is the standard. That is about understanding that code is the standard, not any individual inspector's personal preference. The biggest mindset shift you can make is this. Stop seeing yourself as an amateur hoping to sneak past a professional. You are a homeowner who has put in the work to understand your project, meet the standards, and build something real. Own that. Walk into every inspection with quiet confidence of someone who has done their homework, prepared their site, and generally built to code. Inspectors aren't magic. They're people doing a checklist job. Your job is to make sure that checklist is easy to complete. Do that consistently, and you will pass. Not because you fooled anyone, because you actually did the work right. If this helped you, drop a comment where you are in your build. I read every single one, and your question might be the next video. If you want more, click on the link in the description to dive in.